Hi there folks, so welcome back to my channel, and for this video I've briefly stopped off in the town of Falkirk. This isn't going to be a full kind of wander around town. I probably will try and come back and do that at a later date. This is a kind of quick stop off because I've just remembered that in a nearby churchyard there's actually a really interesting burial that is in relation to the first Battle of Falkirk, which took place in 1297. So I'm going to go off and I'm going to try and find that and tell you a wee bit about it and tell you a wee bit about the first Battle of Falkirk. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoy the video. And if you are enjoying my videos, if you are enjoying my channel, again, just click on that subscriber button, just click on that notification bell, leave some likes, leave some comments, it's always really appreciated. And if you're wanting to support the channel further, I will leave a link to the channel's ko-fi.com page in the description bar below and in a pinned post as well. So I'm just gonna grab my things, head on out and try and see if I can find this grave. So I'm just outside the Trinity Church, which is just off one of the main roads through the town, and this is where I'm going to be heading to, because this is where Sir John de Graham was buried after the Battle of Falkirk, and as far as I know he's the only person who fought in the battle, especially on the Scots side, who actually was buried. His body was found and he was actually buried. So his burial is somewhere in the graveyard. I'm going to go and try and find it, and I'll talk a wee bit more about it when I get up to the grave. So this is the graveyard for Trinity Church, and that's there what I've come to see. Yeah, I can't quite get all of the church in one go, but that's the Trinity Church. And what I have come to see is that there. That is the grave of Sir John de Graham, who, as I was saying earlier on, was the only person who was buried after the first Battle of Falkirk in 1297. The first Battle of Falkirk was actually a defeat for the Scots, who were actually being led by William Wallace. Wallace survived the battle because he actually left the battlefield, because I think it was generally go now, survive, fight another day. But unfortunately, Sir John de Graham was probably the most noticeable person to have died at the battle, because it was something of a slaughter, and his body was taken here, which is probably not that far from the battlefield, and buried. Yeah, with the first Battle of Falkirk in 1297, we know that it's somewhere in the area of Falkirk. I think there's about 3 different locations that have been suggested for where the battle was actually fought, but no one actually knows with any certainty of where it actually took place. And it's probably something that battlefield historians and battlefield archaeologists will probably be discussing for God knows how many years to come. And yeah, and I think that was because Wallace actually lost the battle, he was stripped to the title of Guardian of Scotland, and it was after that that he actually ended up going to Europe. So quite a pivotal battle. Here's some information. Yeah, I got my date wrong. Stirling Bridge was 1297. The Battle of Falkirk was 1298. I do apologise. So, and the wee quote is from the poem The Wallace by Blind Harry, which is an epic medieval poem written in Scots. There's a wee bit of information about the Trinity Church. It's also called the Falkirk Old Parish Church in the Falkirk. Well, that's me back from a little wander up to the Trinity Church of the Falkirk, as it's also known, which I just found out when I was up there. So again, it was the wee flying visit, just to kind of show you something kind of interesting in the town of Falkirk. And I will be coming back and doing a longer spell in the town and shooting a kind of full proper wander around the town itself, because I would kind of like to do the town justice. It's just at the moment, as the quickest I could do was come in, do the video at Sir John de Graham's grave, and yeah, so just a wee kind of interesting aspect of Falkirk's history, the fact that there's been so many battles fought up along in this area. So they've got Stirling Bridge, Sauchieburn, 2 battles of Falkirk, and quite a few others. So it's a kind of interesting area, and I will definitely be coming back. For those who don't have cars, there is a train station in Falkirk, so it's on the Glasgow Queen Street to Edinburgh Waverley line. So if you're kind of coming from the Glasgow area or the Edinburgh area, you can get a train here. So hopefully you enjoyed this wee flying visit, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.